Welcome back, everybody. This will be another beginner's tip, but we all can learn. So, this plane is set up and functioning perfectly. Now, let me show you how I have the blade set, or in the case of some countries, would call this the irons. You have your cutting iron and you have your cap iron. So here in the States, we call this the blade and the chip breaker. So this chip breaker, believe it or not, is set way back. Do you see that? If I were to measure that, it's not quite a 16th, and it's just about a millimeter. So if I go finer, the way this plane is set up, it's going to clog. Now, I'm planing against the grain here and then with the grain. And for the most part, there's some fuzziness here, but it's not tear out. If, as I said, if I go closer, this isn't the best way to adjust the chip breaker. All right. So now I've adjusted that chip breaker to within 1/2 a millimeter. Will I be able to cut? Or will it clog? Now, I have this plane set up fairly tight to the fairly closed mouth, but not completely. All right, so we're not clogging. Will I get a smoother cut? Not necessarily. But I'm getting about the same result. Now, what happens on the other end of the spectrum, if I back it up to where the chip breaker might as well not be there. So that's right at a 1/16 of an inch, or 1.5 millimeters. Whenever you move your chip breaker, you're going to have to adjust your iron, your cutting depth. All right. So taking a super fine cut, okay, taking a super fine cut, I don't notice much difference. Getting a little more tear out. Take a heavier cut, and I'm getting tear out. Plus, the heavier the cut, you'll notice you get curls like this, not these fluffy shavings. So there's that fine line between how close you put your chip breaker to the cutting edge. It is a function of the thickness of the shaving. All right? I've said that time and time again, but it's worth repeating to anyone who's fairly new to our craft. Where you set your chip breaker, your cap iron, is a function of the thickness of the shaving and the task at hand. So we've got all this nasty tear out back here. Ah, see? It's too close. If you get shavings like that, where they bunch up and clog, you're too close. And it could be just that much. And the tear out is minimal. But if I really wanted to get rid of that tear out, I would reverse. And I would plane this end in that direction. Okay? Because that's the direction the grain is going. And then do this end. Hope that helps somebody. And you found something useful, helpful, maybe entertaining. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments section. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. And why not go ahead and subscribe? Costs you nothing. And it helps out the channel. So like, subscribe, and share. Head out to your shop. Go make some shavings. Walter out.